Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The AC broke in here. It's 1 billion degrees, and I might start sweating in the middle of this, so don't be alarmed. But anyway, today we're going to be reacting to some of fan-submitted confessions. You guys are freaks. Let's go. Walked in on my boyfriend jerking it to a framed picture of my mom when she was 25 and wearing a bikini. Whoa, why is that hanging around the house, honestly? Not ideal in a relationship. One of the big things that I have coming into a relationship is that I don't want to walk in on you jerking off to one of my parents. That's one of my rules. And clearly it feels like one of the rules for these people as well, and you broke that rule, so you guys should break up. But it sounds like your mom was a rocket ship, which congratulations on that, I guess. This dude's a pig, though. Let's throw him out. Maybe call the authorities or something. I don't know if they can do anything, but you might as well call him anyway. Let's see what they can do. The time I lent my dad my phone to look something up because his fell into the pool. Forgot to clear my browser, so he was greeted with an article about how to safely clamp your nipples for maximum stimulation. Good God, dude. How to safely clamp your nipples? How do you dangerously clamp your nipples? Dude, when I was younger, I used to put clothespins on my nipples, like, just for fun. Not because I was getting any stimulation as a child. I just thought it was funny. Yeah, that's not good. I mean, now your dad's probably just like, you know, I'll be honest with you, it could be worse. You know, you could have been looking up crazy stuff with, like, feet and pee and poop and stuff, but it was just clamping some nipples for maximum stimulation. If anything, your dad now knows that you're a thorough person, okay? You don't just do things without thinking about them. If I'm going to clamp my nipples, I'm not just going to clamp them. I want the maximum stimulation. I want the most out of life. I want to live to my true potential. If anything, this is a good look for you. I'm trying my best for you to find a silver lining. This is disgusting, though. Let's move on. My ex had a thing where he liked to pretend he was a gay rat. And it was my job to turn him straight. What? Ooh, I'm a gay rat.
Oh, I wish I was straight. Someone would turn me straight, but I'm just a rat who loves cheese and dick.
I indulged enough times that I kind of got into it too. This is fire. This is a relationship. Oh, it's an ex though. Something went awry at some point, but it wasn't the gay mouse. I'll tell you that right now. I feel weird thinking back at all the times I said things like, I'm going to turn your rat ass straight whether you like it or not. Still not sure where the whole rat part of it came in. Yeah, no, that's what I'm wondering too. But we don't kink shame. You know what I mean? There's something out there for everybody. And I think it's actually amazing. I think you should look back on this with like fond memories, okay? Because this dude has a very specific kink where he's a gay rat. There might not be another person on earth that has this. And you're like, I'm going to indulge. Okay, and I'm going to be this, like, conversion therapy master splinter who's going to, like, turn him straight. You know, I also want to know if you ever succeeded at this. Was the gay rat ever a straight rat? I grew up with rich parents, and they bought the answers to the SATs during my year of high school. What the fuck? You can do that? It's a secret I've kept for years, but it eats away at me the older I get. I probably would have bombed the test otherwise. A test eats at you? Who cares? Who cares about the SAT? I mean, now that I think about it, you probably stole a spot from someone who was more deserving, and your rich parents just bought you the answers to the SATs. I didn't even know that was a thing that you could do. Not only are your parents, they don't care about your education, but they're criminals. Okay, these people are shortcut-taking rich bastards. And, you know, they should be held accountable. If anything, it should be eating away at them. Why don't you pay back the person whose seat you stole in this college that you probably get into with good SAT scores by being a good person from now on and, you know, I don't know if you're still in college or not, but, you know, putting your studies first. That probably won't happen because you have rich parents that probably spoiled you, clearly. There's no hope for you. Moving on. My best friend's husband whispered, why can't I fucking speak? My best friend's husband whispered, I still wish it was you, into my ear on the day of their wedding. I never told a soul, and he has never brought it up since. I feel bad I never told her. Tell her now! Tell her right now, dude. What the fuck? Your best friend's husband? I still wish it was you. What is I still wish it was you? That means you were previously wishing it was me. And did you know that at some point that he wishes it was you? And now he still does? On the day of the wedding, dude? I would have kicked him right in the crotch. Separated his balls like a division sign with my fucking high heel. Pow! That's a rough one. That's a, oh my God. How often does that happen in the world that there's like these dudes being like, oh, I wish it was you. One last phone call or whatever. Jesus Christmas. I'm a male and my best friend is a lesbian, but I'm still insanely attracted to her. She confided to me that she has been making sexual content online for money and that a guy paid her a lot to have sex with a guy. She asked if I could be the guy since we're friends and she's gay. Of course, I said yes. And since then, I've found her profile and have been making donations from a fake profile for her to do stuff with that guy again. So I'm basically paying her for sex without her knowing. I don't even know. This feels like a crime. To be honest with you, it feels like fucking weird. Like this is strange stuff. You're secretly paying under an alias for sex as a pretending to be a third party with a lesbian. Yeah, I don't even know how to feel about this, to be honest with you. It feels like a very confusing crime, kind of. Why don't you just tell her? Like, maybe you should just come out and tell her and don't lie and have sex with people, because lying and having sex, that's an easy one, buddy. You're not supposed to do that. All right? So chill out with the stuff. I accidentally murdered my neighbor's pig. No one knows it was me. How do you accidentally murder, dude? Because murder, I'm thinking like knives and guns and that type of shit. If you hit it with your car, like, I think it's okay to bring that up. Also, I'm sweating like I did it right now. I didn't fucking hit this pig. I think you should tell your neighbor that, look, I accidentally, whatever. Unless you were swinging an axe around for no reason and accidentally, quote unquote, killed this fucking pig that wouldn't shut up in the middle of the night, then it feels like intentional. But I don't know that I would have used the word murdered. Accidentally hit with my car or something like that. You got to just bring that up, man. I mean, you can't hide these secrets from people. Everyone in my life thinks I'm straight. I'm terrified to come out to them. I've been dating a girl for 2 years who also thinks I'm straight. I'm just good at faking it. I feel bad because now she is talking about marriage and kids, and I don't know how to get out of this. I mean, this is a very difficult situation that I'm sure a lot of people have found themselves in at one point or another, especially, back in the day. Now it's a little bit more accepted, but it's still scary for gay people to come out, and it's like they're in seemingly straight relationships, but they're kind of having this thing. I don't envy you. I think this is a very difficult situation to be in. Ultimately, I do think that you probably should try to come out at least to this person that you're dating. If they are thinking about marriage and having kids, it sounds like you guys have a close relationship. Hopefully they'll be understanding. You have to also understand that's probably going to break their heart in some sort of way. I think at least starting with that, so that you can let this person move on with their lives if they want to have children one day and it's not going to be with you, and then we can work on the rest of the family. But ultimately, dude, if you want to be fucking set free from this, you're going to have to do the hard thing, unfortunately. All right, before we continue, we do have a sponsor, and that is SeatGeek, okay? SeatGeek is where I get all my tickets. It is a ticketing app. You can go download it. It's the #1 rated ticketing app on the App Store. So if you see me at a sporting event or a Broadway play or a concert or anything, I'm usually getting my tickets off of SeatGeek, okay? And I love their interface because they let you know when you're paying a good price for a ticket or a bad price for a ticket. They have it color coded, so dark red is bad, dark green is really good. So when you're getting a good deal or when you're getting a bad deal. And I love that they show you where your seat is in the stadium and everything. So it's great. And there's a lot of people that are on tour right now. It's still the summer. It's nice weather. Get out there. So, get out of your house. Go to a nice concert or something. Enjoy that. And right now, we're going to save you some money because if you use the code JOE2025, you will save 10% off of any tickets that you buy on SeatGeek, okay? So go download the SeatGeek app, put in that code JOE2025, and save 10%. If you're going to buy tickets, you might as well be saving, all right? SeatGeek, Joe2025, save that 10%. You're welcome. And we also have Rocket Money. Rocket Money is an all-in-one personal finance app that is going to put the money back in your pocket by helping you find and cancel unwanted subscriptions, okay? You're going to go onto their thing, you plug in all your information, they let you know these are the things you've been paying for, and a lot of the times you're paying for stuff that you don't even use anymore or something you didn't even know you signed up for, and this was a year, and now it's only a couple of bucks a month, but it adds up over time. And they also have tools that are going to help you lower your bills. They also have a budgeting tool so that you can be more financially responsible every single month and make sure you're growing your savings account. So everything that they have and all the features that they have are all about putting the money back in your pocket. Even if you think you're super financially responsible, it's nice to have all of it organized so that you know what you're spending your money on every single month, okay? Join the over 5 million members by going to rocketmoney.com/Joe or click the link in the description to get started, all right? So go to rocketmoney.com/Joe right now and start saving, folks. When I got my nipples pierced, well, we're back. I was 1 month out from stopping breastfeeding. I thought all my milk dried up, but when the guy went to clamp, the milk squirted all over him. Listen, I think that if you're pregnant or you were recently pregnant, a warning to the piercer would be nice. To be like, hey man, it could be a full water balloon. We don't know. All right, so go easy on the clamping. Maybe wear a mask, like a welder's mask, because that could be exploding milk all over the place. I'm literally wet over here. I'm literally soaking wet over here. It's insane. Not from the nipples. Or or the milk, just from the pure heat that is in this fucking studio at the moment. There have been multiple times where I felt bad for the guy I was having sex with because he was so bad at it that I just pissed in his bed and told him he made me squirt. This person's a hero, honestly. It works every time, and the guy feels so good about themselves. Dude, this is a hero. This is someone giving back to the community, but I will say you are enabling bad sex, okay? There are dudes out there being like, oh, yeah, I got a champagne shower because of how good my penis is, but you're actually just getting a fucking bed full of piss. There's someone who just walked into the studio at the moment, and they just heard me say that. All right, as I was talking about this girl pissing in people's beds and calling her a hero for it, someone who works for the building walked in here because the AC is broken, and I texted them and being like, the AC is broken, and then he just walked in, and then he's looking at me while I'm talking about that. So I just put my fucking head down. Starting back up again, but the woman is a hero. I stand by that. You hear that? I was so drunk one night that I was crawling on the floor of a bar and I bit a guy on his calf. He screamed. I ran away. To this day, I don't know why I did that. I'll tell you why you did that. Because it's awesome. Okay? You're pretending to be an animal crawling on the floor of a dirty bar and, obviously picking up some sort of diseases that exist on those floors and then transferring that disease into the calf of a random man. I mean, and that's what you want out of a drunk night. I think that you might be a bigger hero than the woman that's pissing in the beds. To be honest with you, I approve of this behavior. If you're going to get drunk as hell at a bar, don't dance, don't have conversation, just start biting people. It's way more fun. Unsure my baby is my husband's. He makes comments all the time that the baby looks like someone else. Oh, ew. Oh, God, this is bad. I had one affair before I had the baby and never did it again, so I never told my husband. It sounds like he knows, to be honest with you. I don't know why he would speculate that much. And I don't think the timeline of the affair quite match up for the baby to be that guy's, but I guess technically they could. I'm afraid to get a paternity test, but it eats away at me that I'm not 100% sure that the baby is my husband's. I think this is an easy one here. You gotta bite the bullet and see if it's his baby. We can put this whole thing to rest if you just get a paternity test. And listen, if it's not his baby, he deserves to know that. He just deserves to know that. This is a tough one, man. Yeah, the more you let it go, the worse it's just gonna be. You can't do that. You can't. You gotta patern it. You gotta patern the baby. I have such a bad porn addiction that most nights I just watch a porn movie like it's a regular movie. I don't even do anything. I just need to consume it visually. That's bad. I don't know what to say about that. That is bad, yeah. If your idea of a night in is, taking a shower, putting on your comfy clothes, jumping on the couch with a glass of wine and some popcorn and just watching porn like it's Good Will Hunting, you need to check in to something and like ask for help somewhere, I think. Not good. The porn addiction, of course, is running rampant at the moment among the younger generation, I would say, and maybe the entire male population, to be fair. And if you're watching it like it's a regular movie, strange, because it isn't. Greg says, we're also in the golden age of TV. You're missing a lot of stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of good shows out there. I understand you like porn, but you ever try Game of Thrones? You watch Sopranos again? I just watched it for the third time through. It's still good, dude. If you feel like seeing some boobies or some buttsies, just throw on Sopranos instead. Just watch some Italian Americans kill each other. Put that on. It's fun. I farted silently 2 times during my first orgy. Oh my God. And it's the silent ones that get you. You know the ones that come out hot and you're like, oh my God, does my fucking hole have a fever? And it just comes out like that and that's gonna stink, dude. It smelled so bad the entire group stopped and made an announcement that whoever was farting would have to stop or leave. Which is fair, dude. I mean, when there's something that happens like that, in that kind of environment, we need to open the window. We need to take a tea. All right? I can't focus on the orgy if it smells like a swamp in here. Just can't have that. I've never been to an orgy, but I imagine, within the first 5 rules, one of them is like, don't stink it up. Make sure you're showered. Make sure you had you didn't have too much protein, because that's what happens. The farts start to smell like a garbage truck, and you can't have that in this place where everyone's mouths and orifices are open. Okay, you can't have the stink get in there. ruins the day for everyone. Don't be selfish. I don't have health insurance, but I really wanted to go to therapy. My solution is that I found a girl on OnlyFans with a psychology degree that I pay for 1 hour of therapy sessions. Welcome to 2025, I guess. During the session, she slowly undresses until she is naked. I combine my need for therapy and porn for the price of one. I think it's pretty genius. Really? Well, I think it's pretty damaging, probably, to your mental health. I mean, of course you're going to feel better when someone's undressing in front of you. You know what I mean? Anyone who's a single guy who's like, I'm just going through it, and you see a boob, you forget about everything that's going on in your life. But that's cheating, okay? That's not actually addressing the problem. You're putting a Band-Aid over a bullet wound. Granted, it's a great Band-Aid, okay? It is a good Band-Aid, but it doesn't fix your problem, okay? You're not actually fixing anything. You're making your porn addiction even richer, and you're tying your mental health to titties, which you can't do, all right? You can't do that. Do the therapy separate. Slow down on the porn shit, all right? Take it easy. God. Well, there you have it, folks. What was this even about? Oh, these are fans of the show. I forget that these are actual people who write into the show, who have seen the show. I appreciate you guys so much for writing those things in and being brave and letting me talk about them. I hope, some of you get the help that you need. And I really hope that none of you fart your asses off at orgies because, again, just one of the easy rules there. Don't make that mistake. There you have it. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time.